If week after week you are having the same issues, same challenges, same problems, that means you are not making a change, that means you're not improving, that means you are not growing, and you cannot. Hey everyone, I'm super excited to welcome you back on day 10 of 31 Days Life Overhaul that we are doing here on my channel. So before I begin, I have a question for you. Do you really think that you have been living your life intentionally? And you have to be super honest with this question because this is our theme for the day. So let me know down in the comments below where you are at your life right now and what does intentional living mean to you. Have you ever thought about it? Have you heard about it? Have you ever tried to be more intentional in your life? So let's quickly talk about what intentional living essentially means, okay? And in simple word, it's all about living your life in a way where you are very conscious and aware of all of your thoughts, your actions, your choices, and the way you react, the way you behave, the way you think, your mindset. Every day it's like you have a particular intention, something that you bring into your life, something that you want to experience, and all of your actions and your choices are in alignment with what you want to create for yourself and what you want to experience in your life, or just in alignment with what you want your life to look like overall. And this is what I talked about yesterday as well. Like most people, they wake up, they are running on autopilot, they have the same routine, they go to same job, same environment, and they have usually that same way of doing things, same way of tackling their challenges, same way of approaching people, same way of responding and reacting to their outside circumstances. And if you really want some growth in your life, if you really want any sort of change in your life, any sort of change in your life, then you really need to put an intention behind everything that you do. You really need to have an intention about every choice you make, every decision you make, what kind of people you choose to talk to, what kind of videos you choose to watch, or what kind of books you choose to read, or how many hours you spend working, or how many hours you spend with your family. I mean, whatever is that you want to create for yourself, if you are not really clear about that, if you are not really intentional about that, then you might work on autopilot, and you may find like weeks later, years later, your life doesn't look like what you actually want it to be. And there are different ways you can live your life more intentionally. But as part of this life overhaul, as part of day 10 of this series, I want to give you something that you can start implementing right away. So what I feel is that to make sure that you're not living your life on autopilot, it's really important for you to do regular check-ins with yourself, okay? And what I think is that it's really easy to track your progress in terms of 52 weeks rather than just checking in with yourself at the end of the year, because if you do that, then you will be like, you would have lost all the time, you would have lost 12 months, and you will be like, I did not make progress, or I could have done this better, and things like that. But when you track your progress on a weekly basis, every week you have an opportunity to mend your mistakes, every week you have an opportunity to make a change, every week there is an opportunity to learn something new, every week there is an opportunity to be better in how you behave and do a little mindset shift. So one of the most simplest and effective tips to be more intentional in your life is to do a weekly review, to do a weekly reflection. And it's like every week you are checking in with yourself that whether your actions, your choices, your thoughts, your mindset is in alignment with what kind of life you want to create for yourself, or what kind of experiences you want to create for yourself. And if there is something which is not in alignment, if there is something that is stopping you, that is hampering your growth, or if there is something that you need to do, if there's something you need to change, or like whatever is that you need to do in order to get to your dream life, or in order to get to your goals, or anything that you need to do to be more happy and fulfilled, every week is your chance, okay? And let me tell you this from my personal experience, because I have suggested this to people in my inner circle as well, and many of them do not want to do a weekly review. The reason being because then then they will have to confront with their shadow side, because then they will have like literally no escape. Because if week after week you are having the same issues, same challenges, same problems, that means you are not making a change, that means you are not improving, that means you are not growing. And you cannot really fool yourself if you are doing a weekly review, a weekly reflection. And I also do weekly reviews, but more in terms of like my business or my work, you can say. So this is something that I'm also going to incorporate in my own life, and this is something that I want you to start doing as well. All you have to do is just sit down with yourself every weekend. It's whether it's Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday, I mean whatever that suits you. Just have like 30 to 40 minutes with yourself and just sit back, relax, have some beverage of your choice, put on some nice music, have a notebook or a journal. You can also use a notes app, but I would really recommend that it's better if you can write on pen and paper. It's a whole different level of expression, and if you do that you will realize it, okay? But again, feel free to, if you're not comfortable with writing with pen and paper kind of stuff, you can totally do it in any digital app of your choice. That's not a problem. So this is how you're gonna do it. I'm going to give you 5 prompts, 5 questions that you need to ask yourself every weekend, and you are going to answer those questions very honestly, okay? And if you are sincerely answering these questions every week, you will see a huge difference in how you see things in your life. Trust me on that, okay? And there's one more thing. You may find yourself feeling a little bit disappointed or frustrated in the beginning, because you may see that you have the same issues or same challenges over and over again, or you may not see a difference or a shift or growth for a couple of weeks. But if you keep practicing that every week you will have that opportunity to make that change, to make that shift and all those things, okay? So grab a pen or just open your notes app and write down these 5 questions. So number 1, what was your win for this week? And it could be a little achievement, or it could be a problem that you solved, or it could also be like you overcoming a challenging situation, or just anything that was bothering you and you could just overcome that, or any sort of achievement, anything that makes you feel accomplished from the inside, okay? It doesn't have to be an external validation or appreciation of some sort, okay? It's like if something feels a win to you, it's a win, okay? So, and no matter how big or small, just write that down very honestly. And you can choose to write just a word, just a line, or if you want, and I will recommend that, just write a couple of lines about how you feel about that win, okay? How you feel about that win, whatever that comes to your mind, just write that down. So question number 2, what was your happiest moment of the whole week? Okay, what was your happiest moment of the whole week? Write that down, and also express gratitude for that, okay? It's really important. If you really want to achieve more in your life, if you really want to attract more in your life, you have to be grateful for what you have. It just simply raises your vibration. It puts you in that receiving energy, okay? And this is a whole another concept, but you attract what is equivalent to your own energy, okay? So it's really important. Question number 3, what were your top 3 needle movers of the week? Did you do them? If not, then why not? Just write an explanation to yourself, so that you cannot really fool yourself like why you did not do that and all that stuff. You have to write everything down, okay? When you keep doing it week after week, you will be able to see a pattern of like, why is that you are not able to do a certain thing, or why is that you are not able to complete task on your to-do list and stuff like that, okay? So question number 4, what is that one thing that you did to move one step closer to your dream life? And when you keep doing this week after week, even if there are a couple of weeks where you did not do anything, but you are doing this weekly check-ins, your soul, your mind, your body will urge you to actually take action if you are not already taking action. The 5th and the last question that you're going to ask yourself every week is that, what is that one thing that you did for your own personal growth? Again, anything that you want to achieve, any sort of goals or dream life that you have for yourself, if you are not growing as an individual, then you are not probably getting to where you actually want to. Okay, this is the truth, whether you want to accept that or not. And feel free to add more questions to your weekly reflection if you want, but I have given you some of the very basic ones, and these are really important. If you answer them every week honestly, I promise you by the end of the year you will be a different person, 100%. Okay, so this is where I leave you today. I'll see you tomorrow with another video, sending you love, light and good vibes. Bye bye.